Hello everyone, this is Dark Joe, and today I'm going to be doing the account review for December and the end of the last account review of the year. So, yeah. So, I think most of my stuff is still the same, give or take. I did build a few, because I think the last one I did was November, like early November, I think. So it's been almost a month and a half. I think I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was like early November, or maybe it was mid November. But like, yeah, a lot of my units are still roughly the same. Like Eufine, Kisei I rebuilt. So yeah, it is a not the fastest Kisei because Kisei is generally a fast, like really fast. But this is I think I actually I unequipped. I got rid of my speed Milim. I think my speed Milim was already gone before, and my speed Lilibet. This is my speed Lilibet's gear actually. So because I still have my other two Lilibets though. So but my speed Lilibet, yeah. So this is her gear. Cowrick. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't realize it's the same speed too and everything. So yeah, Cowrick, Kowarick. I have him on Grace of Growth, but like he's still pretty straightforward. He has my speed Milim's gear. Now my main Milim, my Bruiser Milim, I'm always gonna have her. Though the meta right now is kind of like kicking her ass right now. I don't. I almost never pick her anymore because it's almost impossible to use a Bruiser Milim. Like I think Milim on the speed build would actually work fine with this meta right now, but there are way too much counters right now for her to be really picked. Which is why, if you remember last season, I used to pick Milim almost every game, like a lot. Like Milim was almost in every one of my games. Now it's so like if you go back like 3 months ago, I think we'll just say 3 months, 3 or 4 months, you would have seen me pick Milim every game almost. Nowadays, I pick her one out of every like maybe 100 matches, and even then, half the time she either gets banned or she just doesn't even do anything. I have like maybe one good match every very rarely, because there's just the meta right now it's almost impossible to use a slower Milim now. Because how am I supposed to? Now I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to get this video super long because of that. So let me. If I talk about balance and stuff, I do another video about balance. I'll talk about her there. I'm gonna try to speed through it because I don't want this to be another 50-minute, 45-minute video. So if it's the same old, I'm gonna just casually scroll by it. I don't use save my Aiden all that much, anyways. I use her every once in a while, but a lot of times I pre-ban Aiden. So Eligos, I still need to get that artifact up, but like I have no. I need to save my powder for all the limited artifacts coming out and for the bottle, so I can't use it on artifact charms, and I have no artifact charms. If there's a unit you want to see, just pause it. I need to. So I'm trying to like kind of speed through it. This actually isn't really PVE. This is for PVE. I mean, this isn't built for RTA. Most of my units are built for RTA, but this is actually PVE stuff. But actually isn't terrible. I could kind of play this in RTA, maybe. Kind of low crit damage though. Bihu. Yeah, I still don't have a speed Straze. I mean, not a fast Straze. It's only 210. But yeah. Aerol, who I almost never use because, yeah, no, I don't care about Aerol, honestly. Oh, I just really tossed a +5 on you because I think I was running out of artifacts. Bruiser Lilibets. I still occasionally try to pull her out. I still love using her, but it's so hard to use her. I haven't really used her since I rebuilt her, but yeah. Pearl Horizon. Yeah. So Yeah, I have my video up there with Pearl Horizon up there. The idea was Pearl Horizon supposed to combo with Death Dealer Ray because her S3, if you use S3 on a sleeping target, they get stunned and death broken. Well, no, they get stunned no matter what. Her S3 always stuns people on her S3, but like if you hit a unit that's sleeping, it also death breaks them and does 30% of their, is it current health? Target's max health. Okay, so it does. So if you hit someone who's asleep with it, you death break them and you do 30% of their max health. So yeah, so she's supposed to combo there with Death through Array. But the one match I put up her on our on my YouTube, Death through Array was post ban. So I'm like, well, luckily she was still able to combo off herself. My Bryceria with also not a maxed S2, so 10% chance to miss Aiden, and you know what? She misses Aiden every time. Because whenever you do use her in RTA, well, RTA she doesn't really miss Aiden, but like in the Guild Wars, Guild War defense luck, anytime that anything bad could happen, it will happen. That's how Guild Wars work. That's why I hate Guild Wars. Oh, this unit has 10% chance to miss. 100% of the time, it's gonna miss. My Bruiser, Gaither. I need to use him more. He's actually pretty decent. I need to use him more. But it's so hard to find a way to use him, too. Senya. Just a high HP Senya. I think this is... I don't know what I was doing with the Senya. It's low effectiveness, too. Not even a crazy attack, either. It's just there. Celestial Mercedes. If this happened, if I'm doing this... Like, I'm recording this after I just did my automation tower video. So maybe this is also pop. I might post this a little bit after my automation tower video. I don't know. But like, yeah, Celestial Mercedes is also great in automation tower. So ML Shoe, probably one of my favorite units still to use for sure. Benny Maru, I have not used you in forever. I just gave you gear just so you have something on them. I like my Troublemaker Crozet, pretty solid. I really like the buff to Bastion now, so very good now because now it's much easier to know who you're buffing up with Bastion. So it works so much better with him. Like this is his best artifact by far. It also gives him I think it gives him immunity too, right? Yeah. So it gives him the immunity as well. So. Solitaria, Luluka, or Truluka, whatever people pronounce her. I just go Summer Luluka, but Celine, yeah, I don't know. I need to work on her. I might want to make her a bruiser at some point. Yulha, almost exactly 28,000 health. But with some ER too. I really like my Yulha. Dilibet. Oh, I love this Dilibet. It's still probably up there as one of my favorite units as well. Not even the fact that because it's a little bit, just like look at the stat line too. Like this is I still stand by saying that I think I have one of the best designer little bets on the server for sure. Like solid defense, really good health with decent speed and crit damage on a destruction set. Like I love this Dilibet. Rose, another unit I always say very, very, very underrated. I love using Rose, especially when they use Arrowell. I think she's a great unit to fight Arrowell. And I've always been using her, and it's been amazing. Ahmed, I'm debating about giving Ahmed's gear to Inos, but I do use Ahmed's occasionally in Guild Wars. That's the only reason why I'm kind of like iffy. I haven't used her in like a long time in RTA, but it's a very solid Ahmed though. Power Captain Flan, I still need that 5% chance. Guess what? Actually, no. I generally do land him. If it was Guild War, I'll miss him though. But in RTA, I generally do land it, so I can't say anything. Last Rider Crow. just under 25k HP with ER. If I get one more of this, I would have it, yeah. Bruiser Vildred. This is my Bruiser Vildred. Not a crazy amount of damage, but, you know, if they proc an attack skill, I get attack buff, I get pushed up. So I have attack buff, and then he's not going to, like, cleave you, but, like, he's Bruiser. He's there to be annoying and, you know, pretty tanky. Which one do I have on this one? Oh, it increases the push by 5% more. So, yeah. PvE build, Ross. LQC, pretty straightforward. This is more of a damage build than a tanky build. It's still semi-tanky, especially because I'm always a drafter with like Rose, so I'm gonna have an Argus with her too. So this is a weird build that I was thinking about doing. It's like with this she has 180 ER, 186 ER. She's okay bulk. She's got some crit. So she can do some damage. She's just there to be like, I don't know. She's a weird build. She's just there for the ER, the cleanse and stuff. But yeah, I may use her. A lot of these like fun off meta units. I'm probably just gonna have to wait until the season ends and then go into the preseason and just have fun with preseason. Or if I decide to say screw trying to reach Emperor and give up on it, and maybe I'll just have fun to use my fun units again. How do you fiend? If anyone saw my automation tower video, you know what I talked about her too. I really like my Luna now. My Bruiser Luna is actually like really like I like the amount of tankiness I got on her. Very solid. Like very very tanky. Still has decent damage. Not like enough to kill stuff completely, but like if she counters you and she 3 hits you, you're taking a lot of damage. Kind of Bruiser closer Charles. If you notice a theme, most of my units are Bruisers, so even a cleave unit I'll pick as a Bruiser. So because to me it's more fun. Orunka, who I lost my immunity. Oh, because I had to take this off for someone else. Who did I take it off? It was an immunity attack. Who was immunity? Oh, it might have been for Stenya, actually. Yeah, Judge Kisei, 287 speed. With this, she has, what, 134 ER, 134 effectiveness, which is, you know, I think good enough to hit most things. PV build. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, you can just toss whatever you want on him. Just give him 240, 250 speed, and then give him pretty good health with some defense, and you're fine. Meteor Calric is like the easiest unit to build, honestly. Yeah, she is. She's there to like cut. Like I like force out their counter. I cut with because I'm at decent speed already. And then I S3. It's not going to do a crazy amount of damage, but... Well, I mean, with this, maybe it will. I don't really use Lionheart Ceremony all that much. So Abigail. Durandal. So, yeah. Sage Vivian. Again, very tanky Sage Vivian with Chatty. Karina, the most broken... I still think one of the most broken units in the game that has almost no counters. I mean, yeah, Rimuru is good into her, but, like, outside of Rimuru, it's, like, it's control her. That's basically it. Control her and Rimuru. I freaking hate Karina. Like, I almost wanted to just give her gear to someone else. Elena, I think it's pretty solid. Good ER. Brieg, oh, man, Brieg's fun. Mitigation Brieg. Really good defense, very high health with some effectiveness. Basically, there he gives everyone like almost a 10k. If you Soulbird his S2, it's almost a 10k buried his whole team. That's like massive. So that's like he's actually very good. Oh, I would say very good because very good means like no one and no one's playing him. But like, I'd like to use him in RTA. He's a lot of fun in RTA. He's good, not very good. He's definitely usable in RTA, but he is outclassed by by a lot of the other knights. So that's why. Rylet. Acades. 263 ER. Yeah. Pretty good bulk. Not the worst speed. Yeah. So I like using my Acades sometimes. Sharoon. I don't really use Sharoon that much. Charles. Charles on destruction set actually too. So when people realize that, they're going to start attacking him instead of attacking the team. But pretty solid health and defense. Not the worst attack, which for him is actually not that bad. Good crit damage. My Bloodstone, Seaside Bologna, not the best attack, but like pretty decent bulk with high crit damage. Lulica, it's just PvE. My Bruiser Zeo, which you see, this is why you see my Zeo survive a lot, is because it's very tanky. You put him with an Arius holder, and you get his Deify, he's gonna be insanely tanky. So he even survived like LQC a few times. So I was just like, yep, that tells you something. Bruiser Soul, who I just recently built as well. May try to pull him out sometime before the season ends. Not sure who I would. I mean, he'll be great to like Pavel, but Green Pavel, I mean. Oh, right. So I do have his. I do have a lot of his EEs. I'm not holding on. I'm not doing that because this is actually not built. This is not a Ludwig build. I'm using it for ML Ludwig. I'm using a Bruiser ML Ludwig, but I don't have, ML Ludwig built right now. I don't have him like 6-star Awakening and all that stuff. So since they have the same stats, I'm using this to hold on to it and figure out, is this like what I want to see? This is basically this is my Bruiser ML Ludwig then. Kind of interesting. The slowness is fine because you're gonna get pushed up whenever someone soul burns. So yeah. Leafy, no, I still have not gotten those last 2 awakenings yet. It is 4 speed and like 12 effectiveness, so that's stuff I want to get. Or 6, yeah, I think it's 12 effectiveness. Barrier Eaton with Adamant, still the tankiest unit. Tankiest mitigation right there. Because how much is that? 12%? So we're looking at like about 4,100, I think it will be 4,100. Yeah. Barrier to the team. Fire Kairon, 175 ER, really solid. I don't use him, but I have him built. If I see an option to use him, I will. Fire Lilius, again, obviously one of the only counters to Lua because she's such a fair and balanced unit. Yeah. Spez, waiting for a Spez buff there. But because a lot of the meta units now are being immune to stuns, so you can't even do that. Infinite Horizon, the Cadies, what, 30% here, so that's 272 ER. Still probably isn't enough. But yeah. My Riza Hawkeye, I did have a few videos of her though, and she actually did very well in those matches. I really do like using her though. She's actually pretty good. Once I figure out a bit more, I think that's what I need to do. I need to go into preseason and then like practice how to utilize some of these off meta picks with my other units type of thing, because like I don't want to use a lot of these I don't want to risk using a lot of these units. Like example, I know Riza is good. She's a good unit, but like I don't want to like try to just spam Riza in my teams, and then like just start losing so much to the point that I get kicked out of. Well, I'm not gonna get kicked out of champion. I'm too high in champion to get kicked out, but I don't want to lose my chance of getting Emperor because I'm on a massive losing streak because of trying some of these units, especially when it's probably only 2 weeks left of the season. But yeah, sorry. Winter, Bruiser Edda, because why not? Why not have a? Oh, I'm out of books. I have like 4 books being used right now. So Bruiser Astral Bane Elena. I don't really use. I use for the debuffing part and the anti crits, anti counters. I mean, a Tywin. Again, I have like I'm using like 4 Aureus's right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work out another one. Alencia, who I also have another double S Alencia sitting down there later, so I can, if we ever get an ML Alencia, I'll be set for a triple S as well. But yeah, Destina, I don't really use Destina. I gave her a Turnus for whatever reason. Solid though. Brecker and Roar. Anyone who saw my automation tower, I use her all the time. Like I use her a lot in automation tower. I think she's great. Fire Ken, I have him on a pretty bulky counter set. Drago play kind of makes up for the low crit damage. So wait, it's 27. Oh, okay, I see. It's 1.5 per level. Okay, yeah. So he has like 241 like crit damage with Draco plate. May Chloe, I honestly I don't know what. I think I just use her for PvE stuff. So Shu, I haven't used Shu in a long time, so she's built like this still. Fire Charlotte. I do want to rebuild Charlotte at some point. Give her lifesteal. I do have Brig artifact on her right now too because I think it's her best artifact now. So Arabi, I have not used. I mean, I've used Arabi sometimes. I use her a decent amount in art in Guild Wars, and I'll use her in sometimes in RTA, but I have not changed her build in a long time. And yeah, what was it? Health? It's effect resistance. Oh, Holy Sack Bellion, decent crit damage. Sun speed on immunity, decent defense, low health, but like it's Holy Sack, so yeah. Then there's my Holiday Abyssal Euphine, which I used a lot back when she first came out, but I don't use her as often now. I'll pull her every once in a while, but yeah. Challenger Acidum, my Bruiser Acidum. I love my Bruiser Acidum again, but it's so hard to pull her off. I need to practice more on when to draft her and how to draft her with my units type of thing. That's what I need to do. I need to either go to a mock battle and start just playing against different people to get used to use some of my fun units like competitively like this. Or because right now I have a lot of fun units though, but like I don't know how to fully use them in a competitive nature, like RTA type of thing. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want to use this unit because I love using this unit. Like that doesn't work though. I gotta practice when to use them against certain units type of thing. Like for example, I think Riza would actually be pretty good picking Riza into Galililius. I should probably start doing that. I pick Riza with Galililius, and Lilius can't one shot my tank anymore. That could be something I can do. Speaking of Galililius, this is mine. Decent speed, good crit damage, not the greatest attack, but I think. Okay, so I won't hit 4,000. I thought maybe I could hit 4,000 if I upgraded. Well, maybe wait, because it's about 100. If I get this maxed out, that's about 100 more attack from this. And then okay, yeah. So if I get one more Lilius and I eventually max this out, it will be 4,000 attack. So, okay. Edward. I used to have Edward faster, but I kind of switched Edward to a slower build because I wanted to give my faster build to ML Shu because they both had the same stat line. But he has a really high crit damage too, so his S3 is going to do a lot of damage. And he's on pen set too, so. My Lifesteal, Bruiser, Summer, Break, Charlotte. I still think I prefer this build anyways. I'm not a cleaver, so I don't care about having the speed build, like the low tankiness, but like high damage, speed, some break Charlotte that people do. It's like, no, I prefer on a bruiser build, especially when she has an S3 that her counter, her S1 can't be countered, so it's huge. Kawazu, with this artifact too. 21% crit rate, which means I 100% crit rate, 100% crit all the times I don't need to. Exactly. Kane, it's just PV stuff. I don't really use Kane anyways. SSA, I think Shooting Star Kane is really fun. Pretty good speed for her. Very, very tanky. This is one of my most tankiest like overall units. I guess I wouldn't say that, but still very, very tanky. And then I have Angelica. Counter set Angelica with the CR push whenever she S1s of Idol's Cheer. Basically giving the highest attack unit, 34% CR push. That's her combo. They attack her. If she counters, she pushes up the highest attack unit by another 15. So it's like a full-on 34% CR push. I mean, it would be, 35 once I max it, but yeah. Very tanky too. The speed's okay. Doesn't matter the speed really. Degen Politis. Good effectiveness. Actually, decent effectiveness. Counter set with Crown. What is her attack? Effectiveness. Okay, so eventually I would want to get that. My Politica, I think I'm only using, I think I only have 2 guiding lights, and I'm using them now. One's on my Riza, the other one's on Politica. So yeah, not the best effectiveness. What is yours? Effectiveness? Okay, so it's effectiveness. Yeah, low effectiveness though, but decent speed for her. Okay, not the worst bulk, especially when you have to go crit rate on your necklace, basically. Rima, an interesting one. 13% dual attack chance, decent effectiveness, 100% crit rate. Okay speed. You don't really want her to be faster than your units anyway, so you want her to be slower. That way you can reset them or get rid of the cooldowns on her abilities, and decent bulk. She's a fun unit, but I gotta figure out, because the fact is, what she offers to your team, it's kind of hard to figure out if she's even ever gonna be useful, but will like worth it type of thing. I need to practice using her a few times at like preseason or at like mock battles before I try to pull around an actual RTA match. Violet, yeah, pretty bulky Violet, but like that's pretty much what it is. Not really crazy damage. Is attack, okay. SBA, solid defensive stats, okay speed, good effectiveness. On Fairy Tail Tenebria artifact. So yeah. Emma Bologna, I love my Emma Bologna. I would always keep her on lifesteal. I think lifesteal on her with Sigurd Scythe is massively good. Like, it's the amount of times she goes from no health to full health is really good. Like, it's just too good. I think it's better. Technically, I think it's better than a counter set. Like, counters. If you want to go destruction set too, I understand that. I think destruction set's pretty good too. Especially because that means you don't have to go as hard into crit damage, and you can go more health and defense. Or attack. So like if you want to go destruction set, I would understand it, but like I think lifesteal is better than counter set, personally. A Peacemaker Furious, actually this is a very good build for him. I think this is a pretty solid build. If he was actually a better unit, he would actually be pretty good. Like this is actually like not that much weaker than my Dilobet when you think about it. My Dilobet has about that same amount of defense. My Dilobet only has like 1,000 more health than him. So it's like, he's about as tanky as my Dilobet. Well, Dilobet has Draco Blade, whereas he doesn't have that. So, but yeah. I've used him a few times. The 2 times I used him in RTA, I lost, but he actually did pretty good. I just lost because it was like a bad matchup or a bad like draft with him, and it was a bad draft to use him into. So it was a draft problem. It wasn't a him problem. He actually did pretty good in those matches. So, from what I remembered, I think it was like else had AOL in there as well. So it was like, ugh. My green lots, I did use green lots a few times before in RTA. He's actually pretty solid. Just constantly keeps pushing team up, heals and stuff. Very good with this. So yeah, I like Migraine lots. I need to pull them out more. Rem. Anyone who saw my automation tower, I was talking about ReZero and I was talking about Rem. How Rem is like how I don't really use any of the ReZero characters, but I do have a very good Rem. This is what I was talking about. This is 20k HP, 1500 defense, with solid attack and crit damage. So yeah, I also have her on Golden Rose, so that means her early parts, early on, her counters will hurt more because Synchro Snipe only procs when you're low health, whereas Golden Rose procs when you're full health still, and then you still get the heals when you're low health. But also the reason why I did it because I wanted the extra health more than I wanted the extra attack because like Golden Rose gives you more health. Like Sticker's like 270 something attack max and then like 450 attack HP max. I wanted the health because I wanted to reach that 20k mark. So, yeah. My 258 speed counter Yuna, who I'm still trying to get that higher. I want to get this to like 265 on a counter set. I just tossed this on her, so if you're going to S1 anyways, you might as well Death Break with it. I know it doesn't work with the counter set though. It does not work with counter set, but it's still funny. If I was able to replace this with a Unity set necklace that has 19 speed or more, then I'll be set. Because imagine if I had Unity here too. My new unit I'm still working on right now because as you see I don't have this max yet. Yeah. So Twisted, Eidolon, Kairon, I need to get him more crit chance, which I'm gonna get if I get more Kairons, I'll be right there. I think this is also I'll get 4 more crit rate off of this. I know this is a very terrible like piece in general, but like, I mean, it's not the worst. It has everything I want for him. Like, I don't care. I'll waste it. I'll waste the 200 manifestation stones on him. That's fine. Then ML Ken. My ML Ken, 164 ER. Oh, also, K right here, 147. We get one more for the necklace, but like, yeah, 36. So with the necklace, we 148, 184 ER on ML Kairon. Then ML Ken 164. Eventually, if I can get 2 more Kens, that'll be around 9%. I'll put it at 173 with solid attack, solid crit damage. Not the best tankiness, but it'll do. ML Landy, who I don't use because screw you. Bruiser Chloe that I took the necklace off for someone else, so I need to get another necklace. I do not know who I took it off from. I can find out because I know it's what? Destruction? It is a destruction. Who did I take it off for? I know it's destruction. I know it's crit rate. Okay. I think it was. Yeah, it might have been Soul. Okay. So yeah. Ilnov, pretty good bulk. Pretty good at crit damage too, and almost there at max crit rate. I just need to get 2 more. Yeah, I think it's. Do I already have this all? Oh, yeah, they're all I-90s. 2 more Ilnovs on max crit rate too. So yeah, I don't. Actually, I should start using her more. She's pretty solid. She got counter sets, so you're scared to hit her. Elbert, so you're scared to hit anyone else. Okay, so Flan. This isn't a Flan build. This is me. Flan is holding my gear for Blibus, whatever her name is. I'm gonna try a revenge set Bibus, Akita's sister. I'm gonna try a revenge set on her. So, and keep in mind that Flan and Flan do not have the same stat line. Flan, so she has like 5 more speed than Flan, so she'll be at 200. Well, this is not even maxed out actually. So it'll be 216, 221. It'll be 221, maybe 222 speed. And Flan is less HP and defense than her, so she'd even be tankier than this. Plus, she's missing an artifact, which I don't know what I'm putting for the artifact yet. The only thing I don't like about this... Oh, this is not even maxed out either. Oh, this is terrible. I'm not. Alright, well, that's another thing I need to replace, too. I need to get a revenge set necklace. Ugh. But yeah, basically, Was this actually this decent at least? It's okay. Not really good because I don't really care about the effect resistance. Okay, that's another two pieces I need to replace too. But like, I'm not really caring about it because I don't even have her maxed out yet, or 6-star awaken or anything like that. Stene, this is my counter Unity set Stene with Tenebria artifact. So she basically comes in with almost 24% counter set, 24% dual attack chance. So yeah, that's why she's low. That's why she's mid base speed. Rowana doing Rowana things. Mort is just missing Elbrus, so I want to get another Elbrus for him. I don't think you're built. You were built for someone else. Someone else took your Unity boots, but okay. Adelie, okay. Adelie was built for a bit too. Melanie was. I'm missing one piece on a lot of these units actually. Yeah, I'm missing one piece on a lot of these units. Peruser Arby. Wow, a lot of my units are just missing one piece. Oh right, Lena is another unit I'm working on. Yeah, so I need to 6-star her, 6-star awaken her, and stigma her, and some of that. I'm trying to remember how crazy. I don't think I even have enough effectiveness to land. I don't know how much. I get 20%. No, I get 20% more from this. Okay, yeah. So she'll have no effectiveness. She'll have enough crit rate. And she'll pen set. She'll have okay crit damage. I don't think she gets it. No, she doesn't get any more crit damage because she's Libra Warrior. So she's basically just a little bit less than Lilibet. So yeah, she'll be pretty tanky. Don't know. Yeah, I haven't really bothered working on her. Trying to see if there's anyone else here that was like on the list of who I want to work on. Right, this was my speed little bits. I gave her this for. Oh no, she was holding the gear for. I think she was holding gear for my Lena, because I was like, well, Libra Warrior, she's a 6-star. All I gotta do is just remove some of the stuff, but like, yeah. I really should work on Phyllis. Everyone's spamming Phyllis everywhere. My speed millums, leftovers over here. Inos. I don't think there's anyone that I really wanted to work on here. I want to work on Mui again. Kind of want to work on Xeno at some point too. Again. Clarissa. Oh yeah, Cez was holding gear for yeah, so I don't have my Spirit Iceline built anymore. Who else was this on the list? Oh yeah, Dingo. I was gonna work on Dingo. I should work on some of these the new 3-stars as well, but yeah, I never bothered with Lua. Yeah, screw Lua. Yeah, inject. So Fumir, Fumir I think was wait, who is Fumir's gear? Someone was holding on to Fumir's gear. No, Flam was holding out for Biblis. I have someone else I was working with Fumir though. Huh. Maybe I don't. I do want to work on her eventually too. Yeah, my spare double S Lancia just sitting here waiting for ML Lancia. This is a spare Conqueror Elias too, by the way. Ball and Suzanne. Another Dilibet. Oh, right. Yeah. So I got a Euphine right here. And another Euphine right here. I'm thinking about making a Bruiser Euphine. I could imprint my, Abyssal Euphine, but it's like, Yeah, again, okay, so Ludwig right here. Nakul. Biblis. Yeah. Ran, I never bothered either. So yeah. Uh, yeah. Anyways, that was my account review. On here, if I go here, you see where I am in here. Oh, 2000, ranked 2,237, 2,861 points. I used to have 58% win rate, by the way. It used to be really good win rate. But yeah, I mean, hey. But you get those matches where you're just like this is fine. Like, winning two, losing two, winning two, losing two. Like, okay, this is fine. Losing two, winning one is like whatever, right? And then you get these matches. You're like, these a 4-win win rate, yeah. Then you get these times. You're like, yeah, well, look at this. The red carpet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row. And after that 7 losses in a row, I'm just like, I don't know. I hate this meta. Like, I really hate this meta. Like, this one tried to... oh, this is actually when I used my Abyssal Euphane here. And this loss here... Oh, I let Elena in here. I thought, no, they won't ban my... Again, then there was this one. I'm like, hey, I could use Lilibet. No. No, there's this one. I think I just lost the Lua there in that one. Oh yeah, this was a close one though. I like this one. This one I had nothing but respect. It was basically, it came down to Kayron versus Kayron. This is one of those matches where like, if I was going to record it and put it on YouTube, a close match, a close loss, I would have put this on there. But like, I kind of knew I was gonna lose after the way the match was going halfway throughout the match, though, because like I had nothing to beat Kayron. But at the same time, I literally had to ban Nockwell because Nockwell 100% destroys all this team, and like, I couldn't risk the fact that I couldn't. I mean, obviously, if I knew they were gonna let me have Judge Kise, I wouldn't have banned this because I could just if this outsped, I could have just reset it and I would have been fine. But there's no guarantee that they were going to let me have this, so I couldn't risk just banning this. But none of these units ever can fight the Kayron. But I had to ban this because Nockwell's so broken that a lot of the times you're forced to ban it. Yeah, I actually lost against a freaking challenger player. Oh, I think I killed everything, but like, I think Phyllis at the end beat me. I think Phyllis at the end beat me here because, Rocket Punch, very fun. There was one match that I lost that no, it wasn't this one. It was one match that pissed me off to the point I was like, I give up. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one because I remember Lilibet too. This dude had a freaking it wasn't a Rocket Punch, so it had to have been I can't remember the artifact. The artifact that gives you more defense and ER when you're low health. Because Rimuru did almost no. Rimuru was not going to be able to one shot that, right? So, like, Lilibet did get off and one shot did kill off the Arby, like usual. But like afterwards, Lilibet trying to fight the Karina. This is a Birch of Lilibet too. I mean, if it was damaged a little bit, maybe it would have been fine. But then she would have been just one-shotted by by Edward if there was a damage a little bit. But like, you would think, oh, this should be nothing. No, this dude had that artifact that's like, when he got lower health, he gets more defense. Because I did like my Soulburn S3 with attack buff on that Karina, and that arrow had barrier on it. Like, I did no damage. The amount of effort I had to do to kill off that freaking Karina. But like, I couldn't be mad because it's different. But like, at the same time, it's just, I hate Karina so freaking much. Very little actual counters to her, besides for like controlling her like Rimuru. Or maybe I should start building a freaking speed Watcher Shuri. I think Watcher Shuri would still be very good into her. Because most like damage, I guess ML Leica can do it too, but there's so much counters from a Leica too. Anyways, me getting all ranty at the end of that. But yeah, so I'm like 28, 50 points in right now. I could still reach it. I could still reach Emperor, but I'm debating if I want to say screw it and just go back to having fun again and start picking my fun units and say screw it, I don't care. I could reach Emperor if I really actually tried, but it's just not worth the effort in this meta. And I know next meta to be even worse than this meta, so I don't know. Maybe just go back to having fun again. Anyways, I will decide on that at some other point. I do gotta do a match though, because I think I'm about to decay. So I'll see you guys next video.